Ready when you're ready now. Ready. Okay, FunPlus Phoenix versus Fnatic. Let's see what happens. First game was super rough, man. Broxa was a shadow. Like it's even an insult to shadows because he didn't do anything all game, and the TF coordination looked off. Didn't look like a scary TF at all. Decisions on how to let's look at the fans of the day. Last time they were fucking hilarious. Okay, they look normal. What are these worlds? It's not that cold outside, come on. Oh, that's fucked up. Imagine getting asked to be on stage and just fucking to celebrate. I would fucking cringe my head off, man. Okay, Kiana blue side ban. Rip Fnatic. Rise blue side ban. Zaya red side ban. Ooh, is this a Gragas last ban for FunPlus Phoenix? You know, this Fnatic forced to ban Kiana Renekton every game. Is this Gragas first pick? Oh, Kaiser first pick I like. Ooh, go for the Kaiser first pick. Money. I like it. Last game you went for the Yuumi Garen, but go for the Kaiser. I love it. Rise out now. Try the TF again. Screw it. It was a warm-up TF game. You can play your supports. Gragas gets taken away, of course. Can't let Broxa have that one. Maybe a Lee Sin rotation here with TF. Magnifique. Also, Gangplank is open. Maybe we need to lock in Gangplank. Gangplank Lee Sin. Gangplank Lee Sin. Let's build the Fnatic recipe here. Oh, Nautilus Flex. Nautilus Flex is a monster for FPX. I remember they used it in the finals. Oh, Varus. Okay. Varus is a champion. Varus is a champion. Okay, Varus is a champion. I think Kaiser is a better champion. Gangplank. Okay, Gangplank is good against Varus. And Gangplank is good for Bippo. We like Gangplank. Gimgoon maybe can go for his famous More de Coco. More de Coco is good. Lee Sin. Just pick me Lee Sin, guys, Broxa says. Or do we just pick TF? We can pick TF. Or just... okay, we go for TF. A lot of emphasis here on the bot lane. Ooh, Yasuo. Rises banned. Gragas Yasuo. Bounce on their head, baby. Honestly, this is looking beautiful already for FPX. What the? Tam Coco. Okay. They're hovering the Yasuo to make Yasuo banned or what? Lego Fnatic ban Yasuo right now. Fast ban Yasuo. For sure. For sure they ban Yasuo. No way. FunPlus Phoenix just looked into their eyes and said, we want to pick Yasuo. Do you believe us? Boom. Fnatic ban Yasuo. Pyke ban second wave. Leona ban should be the next. Oh, okay. Very disrespectful. I think Leona is good into Tam Coco. Good pick here, Leona. Kled ban. Fnatic is traumatized. Gimgoon is a good Kled though. And of course, Doinb plays Kled too. So why not? Just remove it. LWX. Getting ready to play the Varus. Vladimir can go against both GP and TF. It's a very smart pick here. Kale is okay, I guess. It's okay. The Shy played it very well, and Kale in a scaling scenario can be fine. Against GP has a rough early. I think if you're playing against Fnatic, you can get away with picking scaling champions up in the top lane. Reckless hovering Garen. We get the joke already, Reckless. You can drop it. Let's go for a Leona and a Lee Sin. What? Elisang plays Alistar? Since when? Since when does he play Alistar? Wow. I don't think picking Alistar into Gragas Tahm Kench is good though. Not just me. Lee Sin. Only attack damage on this team, by the way. Full AD, guys. Full AD. Time to pick Ramos mid, Doimbi. You can Kale mid, Doimbi? You can Kale mid? Okay. I wouldn't mind. I'm okay with that. Game Gunnar for the damage mix. Okay. Kale mid lane. Alright. So FPX have some tools to set up. Early game looks feisty here for Fnatic. The level 6 is going to be very strong, but Varus Tankens definitely has prio against Kai'Sa and Ali early on. Unless... no, they should have prio. Tankens Varus is too strong level 1. I think for sure Varus Tam have prio. Maybe on level 3 if Lee can find a timer, or maybe TF can TP, then they can set up a gank and kill Tam very easily with flash of Ali. But early Varus and Tam should have prio. Later at 6 with TF and Gangplank on the enemy team can be very dangerous. But here Brox are definitely going for the comfort pick. Didn't want to pick Elise here because Elise is quite good here. I like Elise here in this scenario. Lee Sin, I think they were questioning it because of the damage mix. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. That is very nice. Thank you. Anna just came and gave me vegetables and fruit. So here, FunPlus Phoenix, they need to look for survival. Survival, survival, survival. And then eventually at 20 minutes, if they are not bleeding too bad, or if they're even ahead, then I think this composition of Fnatic is just going to fall flat. TF doesn't have enough of an impact on the side lane at 20-minute mark. And both Gnar and Kayle is going to win split pretty hard. The level 11 of Tankens is super important as well, because that's when his ult turns into a global. Also with this TF, you know, Varus and Tam, probably one of the better lanes to play defensive with, but if you want to force hard, you can always do it. Alistar is good to dive. I think that's the biggest reasoning why they picked the Ali, because they wanted to have the level 6 ultimate to dive on bottom and have better tools to do so. Thank you so very much. And because Tam and Varus have permission to play safe. But early on, definitely, pressure in their favor. Doimbi maneuvered himself so well around the ganks. Last time we saw Doimbi just didn't get ganked a single time, which was freaking beautiful. This time around he plays Kayle, a melee champion. Maybe he's gonna get ganked. TF and Lee, quite dangerous. Eating some kiwi. Fnatic going for the revenge. Honestly, Tankens is pretty fucking powerful level 1. And Varus has some good poke. Reckless taking a lot of damage already. Nemesis didn't commit. Reckless getting kleptoed by Doimbi. It's a drive-by. Rox is in trouble. That's the Gragas E flash. Didn't really work. Gragas is in trouble. Gragas is in trouble. FPX, can they commit into this? I don't think so. Okay. What was this Gragas E flash, man? He's like, follow me, guys. But no one did. Look at Tam and Varus. They're like, what the fuck did we just see, man? That is crazy, man. His team just fucking flashes over and they're like, this ain't it, man. We want to win, but this is not the move to do so. Wow. Let's rewind this. So Fnatic gets spotted. They jump. Nemesis stays. Nemesis goes. And Nemesis doesn't mark Kayle. Here, Nemesis needs to mark Kayle. Nemesis can walk here. He wins. He needs to mark Kale. And he needs just to mark Kale and it would have been good. Just here, the trade, LWX just wins super hard. Reckless is trying to mark the Varus, but he's tanking the blue and he's also taking a huge hit from the Varus. Doinby with the drive-by understands the one really well here because he's grouping up with the team before prioritizing tunnel vision and damage. Tian dies here and once again, Broxa gets to start with a big advantage. So we'll have to see here if he managed to transfer it this time to something, because last game Tian had a very slow jungle start and it didn't matter at all. Kill right off the bat for Reckless. Gamegoon walking up. Whippo doing the zoning. The zoning. Broxa with the blue start. Into Gromp, he gets spotted. Tian, let's see if he can do anything aggressive, because it kind of sucks that he has E-start. That's what makes all of this fucked up. Gangplank put a ward on his red, and Broxa is going so far to take wolves. Does he take wolves? So we spoke about this. Hylissang out of position, doesn't have Q. Fnatic misplayed this on many levels, but Tian is like, here, have a gift from us. Tam, flash heal, Alistar flash. So FPX bot lane, definitely stronger early. Reckless is not gonna feel the advantage as that kill anytime soon. And Broxa is taking the enemy red as well, pushing Gragas out. I don't know how we ended up here, but yeah, we had to watch this replay. Thank you, Riot Games. Let's see now how much Broxa is gonna farm, because usually in these cases you don't want to farm your whole jungle. It's just too much to clear, takes too much time. Tian's gonna have the second spawn and then he's gonna catch up. It's very important that you're proactive and do the aggressive play here. Potentially take your buffs and then be ready for the next spawn. Wolves are left open. Maybe look to contest those. Take double crab. Okay, Cookie. Cookie's angry. 1000 gold ahead for Fnatic. Broxa should look for a double crab here. Shouldn't let Gragas take the crab on bottom side at all. But yeah, he has to. I think it's a good call. FPX have too much prio on bottom. Too much. And they're gonna secure this one for Tian. Tian has boots. And that's a level 3 Tian. He's very happy. Level 3 is the clutch level. And Broxa now level 16 to 12. Doesn't have that many items, but the fact that Hylissang is committing here, it's nuts. It's very evident here that Fnatic gave up bottom crab because they see that Varus and Tam are walking into it. They come back to the lane and Hylissang just fucking charges his fucking move. And Hylissang is gonna die here, he has no flash. Very bad. Very, very bad. Quite terrible, honestly. Very shite. Wow, these raspberries are amazing. What is Hylissang doing here? They knew everything. They knew everything. What? Are you kidding me? What is this? Well, fantastic, man. Great. Well, what do you do? Shit, man. That's such a bummer, man. I would have enjoyed going through this roller coaster. Roller coaster of emotion. So Hylissang goes in and loses the whole game. FPX just wins. Oh, man. That really sucks. Like, well, why? Why did that happen? Okay, let's find out why FPX won. Ah, man. So Ilisang shouldn't go here, obviously. They have all the information. Brox is trying to contest. Fnatic bot lane has Prio, but Tian's gonna secure this Gromp, and then honestly he's gonna be even or even ahead. Like Tian's taking his second spawn of Gromp now, and the Brox's jungle hasn't been cleared a single time. So all his jungle here is level 1. Very weak jungle. I don't know what Brox is looking for here, but it's in a different castle. Okay, they're going for the play. They're going for the play. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. This is too forced. Why do Fnatic keep forcing so goddamn hard? Gragas is right here. You can push him out. Push out the Gragas and then die. 4v2. 4v3 with the tower. Put your... This is not a number advantage. What is this? What on earth is this? What am I watching? What am I watching? What was this? 2v2 dive? With Lee and Kaiser? Look, you know Gragas' position. You just saw him. And you're going for this anyway? And on top of that, you start diving the tower before TF lands. Like, look, Hylissang starts going, boom. Brox is not close. He's tanking the tower right now. TF is landing. You can do this much slower if you want to. But Fnatic overforce. And they go 1 for 2 right here. And then Fnatic get desperate. They're like, fuck me. We can't leave it like this. We need to go. We need to go press the gold button. And then Crisps misses the Q. Holy shit, the dodge on the Q was beautiful actually. But he had a Z anyway for the shield. And Brox dies too. Or he survives actually. Wow. Ollie. Cheers. Good on FPX. FPX taking good form. They're playing much better than they usually play. At least in the group stage. So now, to assess the game, Gragas Lee Sin, similar position in the game. 2 deaths doesn't matter. Lee Sin is clearing his first camps. I think they're gonna reach 6 at a relatively similar time, if not Gragas ahead. He's taking his 3rd. So Gragas is 6 now. So there's a massive problem when you take enemy jungle camps and you don't manage to invade the 2nd time. And then he invested himself into this bottom dive. And Fnatic doing this big mistake of going all in to give Gragas a kill there. It's a big problem. Very disappointing. Brox is now playing around bottom side, but this is this just reeks. You know, this is such an obvious play, and FPX are just at such a big level advantage. 4 kills on Varus, like this is not a salvageable situation. You have to wait for that big swing play where you have TF and Gangplank ults again. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough now because of how strong the Varus is. And Doinby has been farming away, he's not being worried by anything. It's all on Fnatic to be proactive now. Because the longer this game goes, the harder it will be to win, because Nara's gonna win split. Bwipo's doing a good job of winning his lane on top. You can see that he has a CS advantage, but FPX bot lane is just monster fed now. They have Blade against Pickaxe and Tear of the Gods. Hylissang is gonna be ulted here, or he's gonna force He's gonna, like, if you combo in and you can't kill, then you just fucking you have to burn ult, because Tam is gonna lick you and eat you, and then you have to ult out, and then it's just a disaster. Alistar without ult now, can't combo in ever. Lane is honestly just boom on bot. TF using TP on mid, he has Trinity Force. It's a good power spike. They can coordinate a play onto bottom to solve the situation. That's the best bet, because they have tools. GP ult, TF ult. Rox is trying to accomplish something through lane, but the vision control here of FPX is just superb. Very, very nice vision control. They are pushing, putting vision down. Fnatic need to invest more time into pink wards. They need to use sweepers. They need to take it step by step. Because right now, Proxa is just, it feels like he's getting called around by his team. I don't know the direction that Fnatic is trying to head in here, because he's being spotted by on a lot of vision. And even here, FPX, pink ward on the Herald, everything is accounted for. FPX's vision game has been beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They are very preparationary in the fact of what's coming next, and I think that they are very well aware of anything that can potentially come from the jungle side. Tian and Doinbi are doing miracle work here in terms of spotting the jungle, reading the jungle, and FPX as a whole is just putting down vision, which makes it super difficult to jungle. You know, I'm blaming Broxa in a lot of these cases, but the jungle is a team role. It's a very team-centric role, and you can only do as much as you're allowed to do. And FPX... oh, Hilly Billy, what are you doing here, Hilly Billy? You burn your ultimate again? FPX are free to hit this tower. FPX know that Fnatic are just trying to defend. The Rift Herald, Lee Sin is showing, TF is on mid. They're just hitting bot tower for free. Fnatic showing on the map is a big problem. When you show on the map, it just helps so much. Varus can push for free, and there is no pressure from the Lee or from the TF. FPX now walking into mid lane to clear the vision that Alistar set up while he was on the run. FPX just playing wonderfully the vision game. Beautiful. Just Lee Sin needs to get together with the lane that has prio, and that's TF, and together pressure the map. Because TF is still stronger than Gale. And I think that's the way in, the 2v2 in mid lane. But this is something that Fnatic as a team very rarely put any emphasis on. So now LWX gets the ult on, Hylissang no ult, and it's just a free kill. This is bound to happen because Fnatic are getting suffocated down bottom. Alistar and Kai'Sa cannot do anything in this lane matchup anymore after those kills and those dives. Hylissang throwing away his ultimate is also a big problem, and now FPX is gonna get first tower. They just use Herald to make sure that they get it with the platings. Fnatic are in big trouble already. Big trouble. TF ult onto bottom. They card the Varus, but the Varus has eat. Stopwatch from Crisp to deny the kick. Beautifully played. And Fnatic used a lot of ults here, but okay, Doinbi for Roxa. Roxa with a good play, but 1-for-1, so it doesn't impact the game too much. Fnatic get the chase. Doinbi had ultimate, so if Doinbi maybe was a bit more awake, he could do more. I think he just needs to preemptively ult himself, and Hilly Billy on a journey again to run it down. They're like, Jesus, what's happening here? Hilly Billy. One of those games, huh, Hilly Billy? But really amazing teamwork from FPX. Always responding with the TPs to the Fnatic pressure. And the TPs are always matched. They're very well aware of each other, very well coordinated. The vision always makes it hard for Lee to create any type of pressure, always gets spotted. And I think FPX are just tracking Lee so freaking well. Their pink wards are always well placed. They are so coordinated as a team and they look freaking dangerous. Honestly, earlier today when we saw Griffin and IG play, the teamwork was not at this level, not even close. While IG have strong individual players, FPX are spreading that vision super well. They are playing a very well-rounded game of League of Legends, which is beautiful to see. A lot of defensive play, aggressive play when they need to, building the vision. Almost in an SKT fashion here, suffocating a Fnatic, like in the first game. TF ult is on, but there's 4 people on top side and they realize it very late. Like, Jesus Christ, this is so hard to predict. FPX are going 4-man topside and Hylissang just gets fucking caught off guard. From a macro decision standpoint here, FPX are going 4-man straight into top. Most of the time teams are going to go 4-man straight into mid. But FPX read the play. Fnatic is not hitting the mid tower. So FPX are going into top side and Hylissang is trying to cut the rotation because it's natural for enemies in this position to go through mid lane. But FPX are trying to pressure through top because they want to defend this tower and Gragas already cleared. So this Hylissang going in just gets caught off guard, TF ults, and they're like, what on earth is happening? There's 4 people top. Gragas was alone in mid lane. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, disaster. Oh. Yo, FPX is just macro geniuses. Honestly, this is one of the best games of League of Legends I've ever seen. FPX macro is just on point, man. Leaving no room at all. Really good how they diffuse the situation of enemy having better tempo, because they get chased off from bottom. So ever since that position, Fnatic had better tempo, and usually teams regain tempo through mid lane. So here Kaiser felt safe to hit tower, and Hylissang was like, okay, one guy is defending, I'm going to dive him. Gragas was showing on mid. No one else was showing. No one else was showing, and boom! Hylissang was read like a book, and Hylissang is now 0-5. Jesus, FPX are suffocating the shit out of Broxah and Hylissang. Very well played. And I don't think it necessarily is like something that is specific to counter Fnatic. It's something that is good against every team. They're spreading their vision super well, always pink watch place in the right positions. They understand what they need to pressure for. They always think of the possibilities and they lower the probabilities by putting down the right wards. And FPX are always predicting the play when it comes to the dive on bottom. Gragas was in position, and Fnatic are just too predictable in their play. Their big swings that they had with TF, both this game and the last game, were just an absolute disaster. And Gimgun now finding a Hylissang. The turret is still alive. Barrel lands. TF. Ooh, the barrel's nasty, man. The barrel's freaking nasty. Tam Coco. Who would have thought Tam Coco was gonna make an appearance at the World Championship? Maybe Tam Coco just makes your macro better. Just fucking, you have Tam Coco in your team and you start to begin, you think macro. Because it's working. FPX macro was insane this game. Fnatic on the other hand, not that great. Not that great. Just Hylissang, decision making, very poor. FPX tracking the shit out of Broxah. Honestly, the vision game of FPX was just next level. My goodness, what a beautiful game. Even though I knew the result of this one, this was super impressive. This is the type of game you want to dissect and really learn from. Because even now, as I'm reviewing, I'm being very vague, just saying that they are building the vision and we can explore the thought process for a very long time about this game. But FPX just, you know, Fnatic's plays, they were very predictable. The level 1 invade was bad, and then Lee had an opportunity to stay in Fog. But then afterwards, FPX always used their prior to build vision, whatever it was Gimgoon or Tian finding a good position. And then the bottom dive put Varus and Tam in a position where they could be the ones building the vision. And it was so difficult because Lee was always spotted. Lee was always spotted. So TF still has the option of playing through side and finding picks, but it's super difficult as Nash spawns because FPX has a good Nash. Tian goes for an optimistic play. Didn't really work out. Was a good timing for it though. Fnatic was caught in a base situation. And now with this prior from both mid and bottom, FPX are in just a better position to do Dragon. Fnatic are just too off tempo, and honestly at the same time they should lose prior everywhere. TF maybe has some options to play on range, maybe against a Gnar or something, but he has Mercury, and I don't know exactly how the interaction between Gnar and TF is. Two item Kale, he's a monster. 3 item Varus, he's also a monster. This is Monster Inc. right here, FPX. This is honestly one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. Alright, FPX walking towards Nashor. The Nashor is super fast. They have double mountain, they have Varus, they have Kale. That's a GP ult. Kale is gonna heal this up. No TP on Kale, so Gnar has to match bottom. Not a big deal. I don't think Gnar is gonna be pressured too much. He has fleet footwork, he has MR. FPX just don't give a shit, they continue. They continue. TF now ulting. TN is dropping low. Oh, Jesus. Broxah flash smite? For how much damage? Oh, it just didn't smite. Tian got it. Dangerous play here. I don't think this was really necessary for FPX. I think they could have definitely just pushed Fnatic out, but this is definitely one way to speed things up. Just the fact that they got Nash is definitely gonna make the game over. And well, it's gonna end very fast. 2 very fast games, honestly. So yes, hard to see, but Fnatic, you know, with the TF and the GP and the lead, they have their comfort picks and they are getting destroyed. Kai's Alistar was pretty fresh. Like Kai'Sa is played. Alistar is played really long ago in the past, but not so much recently. Whipper gets a kill. FPX are going for the end. 24 fucking minutes. FPX stomped Fnatic. Just how well they were prepared for everything Fnatic threw at them. I think a crucial mistake though was that dive on bottom. 4-0 Varus after this one, the game is lost. That was a massive issue, honestly. Because there the goal is to pressure Gragas out, but Gragas, he was just taking Gromp on bottom, and he's like, oh, they're diving bot? Okay, I'll join. And 3v4 dive when is most of the time bad, because you have to count the turret as another person at this point in the game. Alistar was like level 4. Alistar was like a 4-5, and Afterwards, Alistar lost his ultimate a couple of times, couldn't roam. FPX played a superb vision game. Tian, really 2 games now with bad starts, just being the superior jungler, honestly. And his team is definitely helping him. They're building vision so well, they're denying vision so well. The moment Fnatic build it, when they see that Fnatic moved with Alistar into vision space, they are very quick to use Prio to clear it. They see it's a clear objective here for FPX to build vision. So honestly, this is one of the most impressive games that I've seen. This was super beautiful. Really nice, honestly. Very nice. That leads us into the next one. What a massacre.